Okay, this here lady that asked me to make these here bird houses and bird feeders for her before asked if I could make another bird feeder, but a rectangular one, and again a custom made one. And so I decided to go with an angled appearance to it like that. And this is what I got done so far. I didn't do any kind of bevel cuts because my saw is not that good for doing bevel work or anything, so I had to bevel these edges with my belt sander, my benchtop belt sander, in order to get the bevel as much as I can. The same thing with it here. This morning I just got done beveling these here tops here. As this is going to angle this way, this has to come straight across as best as possible. Again, my belt sander I use for that. And later on what I'll be doing is I'll be cutting these here corners off, and I'll be taking my router and routing a tray inside these areas here. And right now I'm working on the roof so as to make the roof so the roof can come off. She's going to set this on a railing. It's not going to be hanging, so she can just lift the roof off and put her bird feed in. So I'm making a system here that will allow the roof to be put on and off, and it'll be like this. This here cross beam going across will hold the two gable ends together, and then I will key in a small dowel on one side, a large dowel on the other side here, and then the whole roof can be lifted off and then drop back down into its appropriate dowel slots. So this is what I got done so far, and when I get more done here, we'll get some more video of this here. Okay, so I have a large dowel on one side, a small dowel on the other side. That keys it in, and then the appropriate holes, and just drop the whole system on, and that's done to that part. Okay, so next thing now will be to work on the roof, and then after that I can start working on the tray. Okay, when I was saying about keying it in, it's just in case you should take the roof off and turn it around and then try to put it back on again. It won't go on because the dowel size is being different. That's what I mean when I say keying it in, and that's what that's about. Okay, I'm looking for some pattern work here to route in a tray around all these sides, and I think this is going to work here. I put this in here as a template. It goes tight to these. Now these are temporary blocks in here. They're just glued in there with hot melt glue, temporary, to line everything up, because I'm going to have to take all this off the base to do all this work. But I think that's going to look nice like that. So I think I'll go with that as the tray template. Okay, so I'll use this here for the ends and use this here for the sides of the bird feeder, and they will be tray cutouts that I will make a template for now, so that I can use my router and a guide bushing and cut that out. Okay, using router templates, I was able to get these pockets, these trays, all routed out. Okay, there's the trays routed out. I'm going to bevel them down a little bit. I don't have a guide bushing bearing thin enough to be able to get in here, so I'll have to just work that down by hand. A little bit of a bevel around all that. And I got to cut these angles here on the corners, and I'll put a molding across the sides a little bit, and then we can start working on the roof then too. I think I'm going to finish the base out to here first before I go to the roof. That's what I got so far. Okay, using my Dremel here, I'm getting a nice bevel here. It's not looking too bad. So I'll do that here. I'll make a stop right here because I don't want to go into where the legs of the thing itself comes in. So I'll make a stop right here and come around and stop here, over here. I'll go around this way here, and I'll bring it back when I get it done. Okay, after some sanding and some handwork around here, next thing now will be to cut the angles on all four corners. Alrighty, got the angles cut. let's see what we got here. I got this marked off here. You see this side is 2 and there's 2. Line this as best we can here on the lines a little bit here. About like that. Down there. And the lines here. Alright. Not that close enough. You can see it's just because it's keyed in, I gotta turn this around their direction. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're going to have so far. That looks nice. I like that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so next up now will be to put moldings around the perimeter here, possibly on an angle this way here, and then work on the roof. Okay, I'm in the process of making moldings right now on my table saw. And that's what I'm working on right now. A lot of angle cuts. It works nice putting a plywood down like that there to make a zero clearance fence or throw plate. It makes it a lot easier to push the pieces through safely and everything. And it's working out pretty good doing that way. Alrighty, on my miter saw I cut the moldings and got the moldings on the tray done here now. And so that part's done. So let's see what we got here now. This will fit on top of here like this. And then we'll start having the roof panel coming on like so. And some decorative work on there too. But that's as far as I got so far. Alrighty, now it's time to glue and permanently screw this together like that. That's coming up next. Okay, now as I tighten the screws up, the glue squeezes out, so that tells me that it's in there good and tight. The screws are pulling the body of it down nice and tight to give it a squeeze out like that, so I'm happy with that. Alrighty, next part now will be work on the roof. Okay, so I got my pattern on one of the boards there, and this is how it's going to look. Pretty much like that. Okay, I'll scroll saw these out now. Okay, a little rough scroll saw work here, and let's see what we got here. I'll go in here like this. Alrighty. So that's going to work out pretty good. Alrighty, there it is. The roof is soft like this. Put the roof back on here. There, like that. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day. Bye.